Hey guys, how you doing? It's iSynthesise here, and today we're starting the LMG gun guards with the BRM. The BRM is a slow-firing, high-damage light machine gun in Black Ops 3, so let's get straight into it. Right, so the first thing we're looking at is the damage. The BRM does 40 damage up close and 30 range at a distance, which means that it kills in 3 to 4 shots.
Smoke checked.
If we factor in the fire rate of 517 rounds per minute, this gives us a time to kill of 0.348 seconds at close range and 0.464 seconds at a long range. The rapid fire on the BRM takes the fire rate up to 550 rounds per minute, and with this new fire rate it gives a time to kill of 0.327 seconds at a close range and 0.436 seconds at a long range. Alright, so even though this gun kills in 4 shots at a long range, I had a really hard time trying to find a line of sight in this game where this gun would actually kill in 4 shots. As you can see in this clip right now, with the suppressor attached at this really long range, the gun still killed in 3 shots. That just shows you how crazy the range of this gun is, and you can pretty much bank on the fact that you will always get a 3-shot kill with this gun. Alright, now onto the iron sights and the recoil. Now I actually like the iron sights of this gun. It's got like a little gap at the top of the iron sight so you can actually see where your gun's going with your recoil, which I really like. So this iron sight, I think it's very usable. You can use an optic if you want, but I don't really think it's necessary, so I haven't been using one. I've just been using the iron sight. And as for the recoil of this gun is actually pretty low. The default recoil is actually quite low, and then once you attach the grip onto it, the vertical recoil is pretty much non-existent, and you'll be left with some sideways recoil, but if you can control that, this gun shoots very accurately. The rapid fire on this gun gives a 6% increase to the fire rate, and I think that this is one of the guns that you want to use the rapid fire on because it is high damage and low fire rate. If you bump up the fire rate, you're just going to have a high damage, higher fire rate, and a shorter time to kill. The magazine size on this gun is less than what's typical for light machine guns in Call of Duty. It's 75 instead of the typical 100, but it's actually still very useful because you don't have to reload as often, and if there's a lot of enemies you can shoot them all without having to reload, and especially if they have to reload during the fight you can still do damage to them while they can't, and that gives you a massive advantage. Okay, so let's get into the class setup. Okay, so basically the way that I use light machine guns is pretty much to turn it into an assault rifle. So a lot of people don't like light machine guns because they're very slow. They reload slowly, they aim down sight slowly, you run slower with them. Everything they do is pretty much a slower version of the assault rifles, and that's really why they're not seen that much in the game. But with Black Ops 3, with the way the movement system is, you really don't feel the slowness of running with the light machine guns because you're boosting around everywhere and you have unlimited sprint. You don't feel that much slower with the light machine gun when you're running around, but you can still feel slower when you're using the gun. So to counteract this, what we're going to do is we're going to use a lot of attachments to make this gun very good, and it actually feels like you're using a score streak half the time. So yeah, we're going to take primary gunfighter 1, 2, and 3, so that way we can have 5 attachments on the gun. And then for our attachments, we're going to take quick draw to aim down sight faster. This, like I said, this will make it seem more like an assault rifle. It'll aim at a faster rate and it won't feel as slow. We're also going to take fast mags for the same reason. The reload speed for this gun is 7 seconds, which is very slow, and by taking fast mags we can just reduce this and make it a lot better. We're also going to take stock, which is also going to increase our movement speed while we're aiming down sight, which is also really important for this gun. And then because we're taking rapid fire, because like I mentioned before, rapid fire is a really cool attachment to have on this sort of gun, we're also going to take grip to keep the recoil low. We then have 1 point left over, which we're going to spend on one perk, which I think is the most important perk, and that is Ghost, because there's so many UAVs in this game, and just being able to stay off the radar while all of them are active is really important, so we're going to take this perk. Alright, and that's pretty much it. That's the guide for the BRM. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was my first light machine gun guide. If you guys enjoyed this, please be sure to leave a like. Share this with your friends, leave a comment and subscribe. We're on 36 subscribers right now, which is absolutely crazy. Like, we're growing pretty quickly. And I want to get to 50 by April, which my birthday's in April, so if we can get to 50 by my birthday, I'll be really happy. But anyway, if I'm not mistaken, I think the 48 Dredge is the next light machine gun, so that one should be out in the next few days. Make sure you guys check out the videos that will be annotated on the screen at the end of this video. My name is iSynthesise, stay fresh, and I'll see you guys later.